I love doing this podcast. I really do. It's Jessica, of course. Thank you so much for listening to Relatively Sane. So many people are listening. It's crazy. Like, it's growing every week. People keep telling their friends. I'm getting the most incredible messages of people saying that they love it, telling me who they want to hear. I feel like I'm breathing very loud right now, and I'm a little self-conscious about it, but I need to let it go because I've committed to this career and this life. And why am I so out of breath? Maybe because I just ate 46 sushi rolls. That might be why. It could be why. I only eat shrimp, tuna, and crab. I can't do salmon, believe it or not. I like smoked salmon, but I don't like salmon in sushi. Can't do yellowtail. Cannot do the fish eggs. I get so grossed out. I get very grossed out by eggs, period. But I eat regular ones. I just want to tell you that this is the most fascinating thing I think I've ever talked about on my podcast. And this is really a reason to listen and to spread the word to all your friends so they can find out what kind of sushi I eat, why I'm out of breath, and that I don't love the thought of eating eggs. I think I'm out of breath from the sushi. It could be anxiety. Could be a lot of things. I have a lot of travel coming up, so I'm a little anxious about it. It's not easy. I got to tell you, it is not easy to travel. Gosh, on the road and stay in hotels and be alone and all that stuff. It is not easy, but I love it. And I need to do more when I'm on the road to take care of myself. I'm supporting you guys to do what you need to do to take care of yourself. And if you could pray for me, that would be great, because I'm a second away of jumping out the window. Not of jumping out the window. I have a Patreon account, patreon.com/Jessica Kirson. I've been having a lot of fun with people, and I'm putting up secret videos. Well, they're not secret, but stuff that not everyone can see. You have to be a Patreon member, and it's only $5 or $8. I mean, come on, guys. If you want, you can pledge $1,000 a month. I have no problem with that. You don't have to pay the $5 or the $8. You can give me $10,000 a month. It's really not a big deal. So I'm sure most of you do, but follow me, please, at Jessica Kirson on Facebook. Not at Jessica Kirson on Facebook. Sorry, Jessica. Oh my God. This stuff is so annoying to me. At Jessica Kirson on Twitter. At Jessie Kirson on Instagram. Jessica Kirson on YouPorn. Oh, I didn't mean to tell you guys about that one. And then follow Relatively Sane. And again, thank you so much for the support, and thank you for telling your friends about the podcast. It means so much. I'm so excited for my guest today. She's amazing. Please welcome Krystyna Hutchinson. This is going to be a funny one, which I'm happy about because some have been so heavy.
Ew, yeah, no.
It's a lot.
I'm all for
Lately,
fun.
It's been like, it's great. They love it, but it's like... Hi, everyone. Welcome to Relatively Sane. I'm Jennifer Baum. Jennifer Carson Baum. I like saying different names for myself in the beginning. I'm here with such an amazing person and such an amazing comic. You're so real. That's what I love about you. Krystyna Hutchinson.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be here.
I know. I'm excited for you to be here. I feel... like, you know, you just feel connections to certain people. Mm-hmm. It's familiar.
Yes. And I love, like, I do voices all the time, like at home and with my friends, and they all hate it. But you also do voices, and I feel like you wouldn't hate it. And it makes me feel like I can be myself.
I would love it.
Right.
You should just call me and do these. That's what I do with friends of mine. We go on for an hour just talking like...
That's fun. No, I'll like go and like I'll start like talking in like a totally different voice, or like start talking like this, and then
that's my favorite one.
People really hate it, but I like it.
That voice makes me so grateful for my life. Like even if people are sick, dying, hit by a car, when I hear like, oh my God, seriously, that is.
Oh my God, your grandpa died? That sucks.
Aren't you grateful you don't talk like that?
So grateful.
Seriously, have you thought about that?
Well, I kind of manufactured the way I talk. Not manufactured it, but I because I do podcasts a lot and I have my own, I listen to my own voice, and when it sounds grating, I can't stand it. Very sensitive to voices.
Oh, wow.
Like I'll want to have sex with somebody just because of their voice.
Really?
Yes.
Like if they're like, hey, what's up? How have you been?
Yeah, I can fucks with that. Yeah.
Is that the kind of voice you like?
Well, like Dan Soder's voice.
Yeah, he has a great voice.
A great voice. That's the first person that came on the top of my head. But yeah, there's some people that I'm like, I just listen to their voice and I just want to have sex with them because their voice is sexy.
I think Sam Morril has a good voice.
Sam has a great voice.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So does Bruce Valanche and...
Yeah, Bruce. I've jerked off to Bruce many times.
Yeah, me too. I've jerked Bruce off. To get on great.
What
gay
does
cruises.
Bruce say when he comes?
Seriously? No. Some people don't know who he is because they're young, but you should Google him. He's really hot. He's a very good friend of mine.
Super hot.
Yeah,
great dick.
Amazing. He's made me want to switch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that like one of the only? What other comics make you want to switch? Are there any other like males?
B. Arthur did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her dick.
She fucking huge.
Yeah.
She's swinging around Golden Girls.
Yeah.
Around the set.
Yeah, you
she used
could
to
tell.
hit people in the head with it. Did you hear that?
Oh my God, that's a good reach.
Yeah, like if they didn't get the line right, she would just fucking knock them over with her
yell,
big
"Ma!"
dick.
and then hit them with their dick.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I love that you're here because first of all, we talked the other day. What made you? Are you doing like sober? Whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, sober January. I call it Feel Your Feelings January.
Oh my, that is my favorite thing ever.
Because I drowned out
your feelings.
Yeah, I drown out my feelings with weed. I drown them out with weed.
Yeah,
and
I did too.
Them. Yeah, and I am crying a lot, like residual cries,
right.
like from some shit my mom did in '97.
Yeah,
yeah.
How did you just stop?
Yeah, kind of just stop because I'm like, I smoke weed a lot, and it was creeping into my day, and then I started like smoking weed and going down to the river and feeding the pigeons and teaching them tricks, and I was like,
that's a big problem.
It was fun, but I'm like, I think I need to lay off the weed, and I'm getting a lot more work done.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't do anything when I would be high all the time. I literally would not even leave the house.
Yeah, because you don't want to. You're like, I'm content staring at the wall.
What did you feed the pigeons?
A scone from Starbucks.
Oh my God, I would never, ever give away my scone.
I bought the scone for them.
That's so nice.
I love
Even
animals.
If it'll make them die, it's so nice to give them something that's easy to get.
I've seen pigeons eat other pigeons, first of all. Chicken wings, that's cannibalism.
Hold on a
too.
second. When did you see a pigeon eat another pigeon?
When there was a pigeon that got run over by a car, was still in the middle of the road, and there was pigeons around it fucking eating it.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna take a video, but I was like, on my counts.
That's the crazy. I didn't know they did that.
I've seen that twice.
Really?
I've seen that twice. Yep, Murray Hill, baby.
Was the pigeon dead?
The pigeon was dead. It was like guts were everywhere.
Holy shit.
Who's horny?
Could you imagine if it were all pigeons and then just like a homeless person?
Oh God, yeah. I've never seen a pigeon eat a person.
No.
I wouldn't give them scones if I saw that.
Someone used to do the best joke about it, and I don't remember who it was. I wish I could, but that you're going to laugh. You've never seen a baby pigeon.
That's true.
Think about it, right?
Where are they?
I don't remember who, but I used to laugh so hard from that joke.
Yeah, wait, I remember hearing that joke because that's one of those ideas that you're like, fuck.
It's brilliant.
No one's ever said that, but that's such a true fact of life.
I don't think pigeons are everywhere, are they?
There are a lot of places.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of rats in the city?
No.
I am. Let me tell you something, because people don't know this that listen. If I see a rat or a mouse, I do go into a very bad state. I have a very big fear of rats.
What's your fear, that they're going to kill you? Or
no, I've heard of stories from like Nathan McIntosh.
Nathan
McIntosh. And my friend Becky Donahue, who lives in LA now, that rats would eat through the wall.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, they're really disgusting.
They're gross, yeah. But thing is, with pigeons, I'm like, pigeons are just doves with gray feathers.
You're
and
right.
Everyone loves doves, so fucking
true.
relax.
But they're big and they're full of disease.
They probably
like a
are.
lot of comics.
But that's why, that's why I have my pigeon gloves. They're
what?
They're gloves I bought just for the pigeons.
No offense, I love you more than anything, but you sound mentally ill.
I am.
That you would wear pigeon gloves.
Well, they're gloves that I bought, like gloves that you would wear on a cold day. But these ones they're not. I don't think they make pigeon gloves.
They probably do.
But
now,
I label
so
them
that someone doesn't get triggered if they don't wear a pigeon glove.
Right. Well, ain't no diseases on my hands because I'm wearing gloves.
What are they supposed to eat?
I have no fucking idea.
Maybe corn.
Seeds?
Yeah, seeds probably.
But there's no seeds.
I can't believe they eat each other.
I've seen it twice, and I'll never forget it.
Holy shit. I think I would be really grossed out if I saw that.
I was, yeah. And they have orange eyes.
What?
Which are kind of cool. I have a slow-mo video I'll show you later of a pigeon coming up on my hand and eating a scone.
Oh, that's so cute.
It's kind of nice.
Can you imagine if it was so cute and lovely and then at the end you just squeezed it to death? That's where my head goes all the time.
Yeah, you have unwanted thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's not saying to me like, go kill a pigeon. Like, not that kind of thing, but like, I wonder what would happen if that pigeon, you just slammed. I know this is horrible,
no,
but
it's
I really
okay.
think like that sometimes.
Sometimes I'll think when I walk past a construction site, like, what if that crane fell and like cut that person's head in half and I had to see it? Like, that's what I'd be worried about, having to see it.
It's because we're filled with fear.
I know. And then I have to go, ugh, and you shake it off.
Yeah, well,
keep
of course.
going.
You just have to shake it off because that's what we have to do.
Have you seen a dead body in New York City?
I have. I saw someone get hit by a car and they flew like 30 feet.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of person? Old person, young person?
Well, she was white, so it was extra upsetting. Oh. But she was walking across the street. And a cab slammed into her, and she flew in the air on Park Avenue. I'll never forget it.
Oh,
and then I saw someone that was run over by a garbage truck.
Oh,
they were just walking, and the garbage truck backed up over them.
Holy!
What did you see?
I saw a guy. Well, I live on the first floor of my building, and my living room looks onto the street. And I heard a giant thump when I was watching TV one day, and I walked outside. A guy jumped off the building.
That's bad.
And it wasn't high enough.
That's really bad.
It wasn't high enough, so he was. Fidgeting. Yeah, and I couldn't fucking look away. I have a lot of experience with suicide in my life.
Well, he could have Parkinson's too. You don't know if maybe he was having a Parkinson's attack while he was trying to live.
Maybe he wasn't trying to jump and the Parkinson's threw him over. He was just trying to feed pigeons or something on the roof. That would suck. Because it was a 6-story tall building. Yeah. That's not enough to guarantee you go. On impact.
It's not. I've tried. Yeah, like 8 or 9, I think, would do it.
Yeah.
Wait, so let's go into your childhood because you just brought up suicide. So that's a great subject for this podcast. So where did you grow up?
I was born in Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And then lived there for 2 years and then moved to Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia. Dad was in the Navy.
Oh, wow. And then you stayed there for your whole childhood?
Stayed there for 10 years, then back to Pennsylvania.
That's hard.
Yeah. I didn't like Virginia.
Yeah, well,
I got bullied a lot in school. Everyone got bullied.
What?
For
I mean,
my
not
mom.
That there's a reason, but you know what I'm saying.
No, there was a reason. There was a period where my mom was living in a car. We don't know why, and she would like sneak in the house every once in a while, but my mom wasn't around and I couldn't brush my hair because my hair is really curly. So it would get matted and my dad would be like, do you need help? And I'm like, I fucking got it, Dad. But I didn't got it.
Yeah.
And I had matted hair and kids would make fun of me for that.
That's very upsetting. So no one brushed my hair either.
Really?
Yeah.
Your mom didn't brush your hair?
No, I didn't I grew up with so my mom worked a lot, and my dad did too. So I had a nanny. It's embarrassing to talk about it, but it's really true. I had to thank God for her.
Why is it embarrassing?
Because it sounds entitled, but it's not. She's a beautiful person. Exactly.
Yeah.
So she was a Jamaican woman. Her name was Lorleen, and she was literally my mother.
Pretty name.
So when she was around and could do it, she would brush my hair. But if not, I looked like I came out of a blender.
Yeah.
I mean, it was every school
picture. It's like
picture.
you got electrocuted.
Yeah, every school picture, I look like I just.
Yeah, you could tell my school pictures when Mom was living in the car and when she wasn't. Man.
So does she have some kind of mental
bipolar?
Okay.
And the meds she was on fucked her up so bad.
That's so bad.
So bad. And she was like, she's very she does what the doctor tells her. She wants to get better. She's not
right.
And she listens to everything the doctor says. And then when she's like, hey, I kind of drove my car into a ditch the other day. I feel like maybe this lithium sucks. And they're like, just like give it another month. That's what would happen to her all the time.
So that's even worse that she didn't want to be like that.
She did. That's that's my guilt. Ooh,
I know. So
you can't get mad at that.
I know.
And
it's very hard. Anything my mom ever did to upset me, she never did on purpose. She's the kindest person, so that's why it's hard. It would be hard for me to get upset with her. I'd feel guilty.
And that that beating, like those things butting heads, makes me so angry.
I know. Me too.
You can't fully fucking express your feelings.
Right. So who do you express it to?
I scream into a pillow a lot.
You know what's good about you? That you don't take it out on yourself. I do.
I judge myself really hard.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole to myself sometimes. I'm working on that though.
Me
I'm working
too.
on that very diligently, and it's getting a little better. Not smoking weed's very helpful.
That's a very big thing because that's self-care.
Yep.
You know, it's like that's a way that I've hurt myself, obviously, is with drugs, alcohol, gambling, everything.
Gambling? Oh, man.
Yeah, because I used to do a shitload of cruise ships, and I used to work in casinos, and then I'd be alone all day, have no plan. So instead of doing something good like going to the gym, or I'd go to the casino.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna think this is so interesting. If I were up, I would start betting it away because I didn't want to win. It's like I was hurting myself. It was really bad.
Because you thought, I'm a degenerate. I'm just spending this time
gambling.
Yeah,
like you don't deserve this win, Jessica. Don't just walk away. Just make it uncomfortable. And
I had I guess it's a gambling thing. I don't know. I was kind of addicted to these crossword scratch-off lottery tickets. And I would buy 50 of them and just fucking pop an Adderall and scratch them.
Oh, yeah.
And then but I wanted to win. And I won a lot. I have weird luck.
Did you were on Adderall for a while?
A couple years, yeah.
Yeah, Adderall was
great drug. What a drug.
Absolutely evil in my system.
Ruined me.
Evil.
Yeah. My friend, well, what got me to stop doing it is I saw a documentary about World War II, and the Nazi army beat the French army in that first invasion, and the Nazi army had less people and less artillery. They're fucking popping amphetamines.
Really?
And I was like, oh, word. Adderall fueled the Nazis. I got it. Because my friends are like, Krystyna, maybe you should like chill on the Adderall. And I was like, you're just jealous because I'm productive and thin. And
right.
Like,
you're like building a house, but
cunt.
everyone hates you.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I know. It was not good for me in my system.
Yeah.
I was out of my mind.
Were you mean to people? I was mean to people.
I was mean, irritable. I would sometimes take a little extra to get even more high. You know, I
was up to
cocaine
70 milligrams a day.
Yeah.
That's how much I took.
And you didn't feel sick? My stomach would get fucked up.
My stomach's always fucked up, so I didn't notice the difference.
Yeah, because that made it a little easier to be like, this is not making me feel good.
Yeah.
But it's an incredible drug when it's working.
Oh my God. The euphoria and the productivity.
I know.
I miss it, but it's like, I'm not a bitch, so that's nice.
You know what? You're not a bitch, and to be dependent on anything,
sucks.
You can't do it.
You can't.
Because it's not going to go away. It's only going to get worse. It's a progressive thing. So like you're saying, you were up to that many milligrams a day. It's just going to keep getting worse. So.
Yeah, there was a point where I was like, am I going to like have a baby one day and be hopped up on Adderall while I'm like giving birth? Like those are the moments where I'm like, is Adderall just going to be infiltrating every little moment in my reel of life? Like, that's not going to be good. And then what happened was I started getting less productive because it was fucking up my head so bad.
I know.
That I just sat there and smoked weed.
Right. That's what happens. People will do Adderall and then smoke weed to come down or make those feelings go away. And then the weed's not strong enough. And
you got to cancel out all the shit you put in yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe I should just not do anything for a while.
So you're just not doing anything.
Coffee. That's it.
That's what I know. I drink a ton of coffee. But it wasn't hard for you. You're going to therapy.
It was hard. Adderall was hard for me to kick.
Yeah.
Because it's so fun.
It is.
I have Lyme's disease, but I don't really know what symptoms I experience that's from that. But I attribute being I'm really tired a lot. I've always had like fatigue. And the Adderall really gave me like another shot at having a nightlife.
I felt the same way. I did. And then I was like, this isn't good because I know that I'm going to just start depending on it.
Yeah.
And having to have it to be upbeat and okay.
Yeah.
But I also am tired a lot. I think it's depression.
Might just be the sads, man.
It might be depression and the chips. For me.
Oh, chips.
Yeah, the carbs. When I'm not eating carbs, I have a shitload more energy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, food's so good though. Carbs
I know.
are so delicious.
Well, once you're not doing all this stuff, I would not suggest now not eating carbs and some good stuff.
Yeah. I got to eat better, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing it right or if I'm doing it wrong.
You're doing great. You really are. You're doing great. So your mom she lived in a car. How long would these periods go for?
A couple months.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then she would just come back?
She'd come back. Yeah,
and then, like,
we had
no one, did anyone talk about it?
No.
That's the most incredible part,
That's
too.
the fucked up part, because my therapist asked me all these questions, and I'm like, you know what? No one said shit to me.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up when you're a kid.
Yeah, but my parents were loving, but they didn't say shit to me. Like, where's mommy?
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
in the
I kind of
car.
had that, too. So what was your dad like growing up?
He was a Navy chief.
Wow.
Stern, stoic man. Didn't lose his temper very often. Never. My mom would yell at him. He would never yell back. Always respected that.
Yeah, that's very respectful, actually.
And he just did things the right way. He was a very moral person. He didn't lie. Like, he was very. I like my dad a lot. My dad's
As a
great
person.
dad. Yeah, as a human being. And then I found out I made the mistake of doing a 23andMe DNA kit, and I found out that's not my dad. But you move on.
I know. We talked about this. And I am really amazed, honestly. I'm very impressed with people who find out this shit and go through all this stuff and then just do the work to be okay and to get through it. Because you don't have to do that. I'm serious.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have to do the work.
It's not a bad thing, because why he's not my biological father is because he had testicular cancer when they were trying to conceive me. So it's not like someone had an affair, there was misguided.
Yeah.
And he didn't he never wanted me to know. He agreed to do it. My mom wanted to do it. He said yes on the basis that I never find out. Whoever the kid is, I don't want them to know because I don't want them to look at me different.
Was
and I was
he
like, that's
freaked
so
out
sweet.
when you told him?
Yeah, I made my mom tell him, because I called my mom when this woman messaged me and was like, hey, I'm your half sister. We share the same father. I'm like, the fuck is shit are you talking about?
Oh my God.
That's how I found out. And I was like, nah. And then I called my mom, and my mom was like, she avoided the question. I was like, hey, Mom, Dad's my real dad, right? And she's like, what? I'm like, Dad's my biological father. Wait, what'd you say? Sorry. I was doing the laundry. I'm like, is Dad my real dad?
Yeah.
She said no.
Wow. Well, okay. And you handled it okay? Was it devastating at first?
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
it was
good.
shocking. Truly just shocking, because they did it out of love. If anything, they wanted me to be here even extra.
That's right.
Yeah,
they
could have been an
wanted you.
accident. I could have. A lot of kids are oopsies.
Yeah.
And I was not an oopsie. And that's cool. And, life goes on.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have an older brother. He's a full one. No.
He's a full one. Then your father got testicular cancer.
Yeah.
And couldn't have another one.
Right.
Okay. And do you get along with your brother?
Yes, I love my brother.
Okay, this is all good.
It's all good. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing bad
I
about
know.
it.
I
It's
grew
just
up with a
weird.
lot of shit, and everyone gets through it, and not everyone.
Is your
but-
shit good, or is your shit neutral? What's your shit?
Well, I
The
definitely
nanny.
grew up with. Well, my mom worked a lot, and I felt alone a lot.
Yeah.
I did.
No siblings?
I do. I have an older sister, and then my parents did not have a good marriage at
Oh,
all.
they
They fought constantly.
That's traumatic.
bad.
That's
really
childhood
bad.
trauma, man. Most people have childhood trauma. I swear, it's like
I
I'm so
know.
obsessed with childhood trauma, because most people have it, and the behaviors that they take into their adult life.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing quite like acting a certain way and getting like truly triggered is like the psychological in
Yeah.
the psychological sense of the word, and they're like, why the fuck am I behaving this way? The logical me, the current me, does not want to act like an asshole, but yet I'm doing it, and that fucks with you. It fucks with your self-esteem.
I know.
It fucks with your sense of self. It fucks with everything. And then you learn, well, when mommy and daddy were screaming at the top of their lungs at each other,
I
and
was
I was
petrified.
4, and I was doing this, like stomping my feet, that was traumatic.
Yeah, it was really bad. My mom was out a lot. My dad was around and helpful, and he also had a very bad temper. And so that was that. And then I just felt alone constant. Like I still have that feeling of just always feeling alone.
Do you?
I have to force myself to reach out and
Really?
like make calls every day and say, hey, I'm just connecting, because I can really.
You isolate.
Oh my God.
You
bad.
isolate yourself.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Yes, I found that I was starting to do that, because I wouldn't leave my house for days, and it wasn't like that. Some people have like a fear of leaving their house. It wasn't that. I just didn't.
No, me too.
I just didn't want to leave. It's
Yeah.
depression.
Yeah, of course. I felt the same way. I mean,
Yeah.
I can go there if I don't work on stuff.
Oh yeah, it's easy to go there. Too easy, which is terrifying.
So how's your mom now?
Great. She's so good.
Yeah.
She's not on the meds that fuck her up. Well, I mean, mentally she's great. Physically, she's got all sorts of problems. She was adopted. That's why I got that 23andMe kit, because I was like, I want to find out like what we are. Mm-hmm. Not my dad's kid. And her mom drank while she was pregnant with all of my mom and her siblings. And they just her siblings are either dead or in jail. One of her siblings is alive and in Arizona, and has so many health problems. Her neurological system is shot, basically.
Wow.
Yeah. And she she's very athletic. She was always very athletic. She played softball. She loved being a mom. She loved being active. And then her brain got fucked up and her nerves got fucked up and she couldn't do anything. Yeah. So when she would do shit to piss me off, I'd get mad at her, and then I'd beat myself up for getting, like, how can you get mad at this woman who's trying so hard?
I have a very similar situation.
It's so exhausting.
Like, how am I going to get mad at someone who means well, who wouldn't hurt anyone, who never has lied to me? I mean, like,
yeah.
But it's still, you're allowed to have those feelings.
I know. Well, my therapist said it's a result of childhood trauma a lot, is that black and white thinking.
Yes.
It's also the child brain. So you can either be good or bad. You have to be only one of them.
That's
you can't
right.
be both. And the reality is you can. And I'm like, you can't? I don't know. Like, it's still uncomfortable to me.
Yeah. No, I understand. You do work through that.
Yeah.
I'm just now, it's like feeling more of the work, like it's making more of an impact on my life, all the therapy I've done. Believe it or not, this year I've even been like, wow, I've seen things in a different light after all these years.
That's the best.
You keep doing it, you know, you just keep working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do your parents do for a living? What did they always do?
My mom was a mom.
Uh-huh.
She had my brother when she was 19.
Wow.
So they met in Florida the day after she got ran over by a truck, and she had tire marks on her arms. And they found out that they met in Florida, but they found out that my mom's mom was my dad's Sunday school teacher in Jersey. That grew up an hour away from each other. It's just so much weird shit with my family like that.
That's crazy.
Bizarre, yeah. And my dad is a Navy chief. He got drafted in the Navy when he was 18.
Wow. How does he feel politically?
He is a Republican.
Uh-huh.
But what he gives a shit about is like foreign policy and stuff like that, not the social shit. Like, he's not a bad person in that he's pro-choice. I think he's pro-choice. I never really asked him. I don't really think he gives a shit. So to me, that's pro-choice.
Yeah.
Like, do whatever
if
you're going to do.
He's not strong about pro-life.
Like, he doesn't give a shit. Like, do what you're going to do. So I think but he always taught me from a very young age to vote. Like, he would ask me, like, who would you vote for if you were 18 and you could vote, Krystyna? I'm like, for what? And he's like, for the general like all of these elections. I'm like, Dad, I don't know. And he's like, well, you have to know. And so he's the one who encouraged me the importance of voting. And I was like, that's a pretty sick lesson,
It is.
Dad.
Do you know how many people don't vote?
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot.
obviously we can, it's insane.
A lot, yeah.
If people don't vote this time, I don't want to hear one.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I'm serious.
But we can't ever tell if they voted or not.
I know, and they lie about who they vote for. Me too.
Not who they voted for. It's fine.
Some people I've wanted to know because I know they're lying, and I don't give a shit, and I'd rather them just be honest.
Out them.
Yeah.
Oh, especially if they're gonna be full of shit and say they voted for one person when they really.
Well, I know people who did that, and I'm like,
really?
Yeah, there's no way you voted for Hillary. It's okay. I don't care. I really don't.
Vote
but
for
I know.
Jill.
I know.
What a waste.
Is she a Jew?
Maybe.
Stein?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely
God,
Jew.
I'm converting.
Wait, aren't you Jewish?
I am.
Oh, you're converting out of it.
The fact that she would do that, and then, God, I just really can't. No, I can't. I'm very supportive of the Jews right now. I mean, I always am, but there's so much going on. How much?
Ashkenazi, 51%.
That's what?
Yeah, 23andMe, baby.
51%.
51%.
I'm Ashkenazi.
Nice. That's a smart kind, right?
Well,
that's what I was told by another Ashkenazi Joe. So we'll buy it.
I don't know. I think all Jews are smart.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Not all, but I think a lot.
A bunch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's we're pretty educated.
Yeah.
Not everyone, of course, but could you imagine? Every Jew is perfect. So who's Ashkenazi? What side?
I thought it said my maternal, because my dad. Well, but my sperm donor might be. But I think it said maternal. The maternal halogen or some shit is Ashkenazi.
God, that's so interesting.
But then
51% is.
And my mom's biological mother, I forget her last name, but I said it to Corinne, and she was like, "Oh, that's the Jewiest last name. Yeah, she's a Jew."
Eisenstein Baumberg.
No. It was Goldschmidt. No.
Challah?
Yeah. Challah bread.
Banay challah bread.
It was just, oi.
Yeah. It was, ugh. Thank you so much to all of my Patreon members for supporting the podcast.
All right, hold up. Could you take a little off the P's? You're hitting them too hard. Not action.
Thank you so much to all of my Patreon members for supporting the podcast.
Hold on. Now you're whispering Patreon. Is there a reason you're whispering?
Well, you said to take the p.
Somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
You ready? Action.
Thank you so much to all of my Patreon member.
Now you got to pause.
For those of you who don't know, Patreon members, is that okay?
It was perfect. Why'd you stop?
Oh, okay. Patreon members.
Cut. Let's go back to the beginning.
Thank you
And action.
Thank you so much to all my Patreon members for supporting the podcast. For those of you who don't know, Patreon members get early access to the podcast, ad-free episodes, and access to monthly live streams where we talk more about...
All right, let's take it back to the beginning. That was perfect. Do it exactly like that.
I just did it well, though, but why are you starting over? Thank you so much to all of my patron...
Cut. Why are you screaming?
Because I'm just trying to get through this.
Action.
Thank you so much to all of
Action.
Thank you so much to all of my Patreon members. For those of you who don't know, Patreon members get early access to the podcast.
Perfect. Keep going.
There's so many P's.
Keep going. Keep going.
Ad-free episodes.
You could cut this out, right?
For those of you who don't know, Patreon members get early access to the podcast, ad-free episodes, and access to monthly live streams where we talk more about being relatively sane.
Hold up. Did we agree on monthly live streams?
Yes, you told me I should do them because it'll get more members.
I don't know how to do a monthly live stream.
Don't you just talk in your phone?
We'll figure it out. Come on, let's get through this. We have to go. We should speed this up.
All right. Thank you so much to all my Patreon members for supporting this podcast. For those of you who don't know, Patreon members get early access to the podcast, ad-free episodes, and access to monthly live streams. We don't know what that is, but whatever, where we talk about being relatively sane. If you want to join our fantastic community that is so corny, go to patreon.com/Jessica Kirson. That's patreon.com/Jessica Kirson. That's Patreon.
I think you said patriot.com.
Go to patreon.com/Jessica Kirson. That's patreon.com/Jessica Kirson. Patreon.com/Jessica Kirson. Thanks again.
And cut. That's a wrap.
Ugh. Yeah. So, okay. So, and what college did you go to? Like, what was your dream in life?
I wanted to be on Saturday Night Live.
That was mine.
I was obsessed with being on Saturday Night
Live.
That's all I wanted. Gilda Radner.
Me too. That's what our connection. We were both silly.
Yeah.
I've encouraged you to be more silly.
Yes, you have. And Gilda was the first example I had as a little girl. Like, oh, you could be a grown up and be that wacky.
Yeah, that's my idol.
Fuck yeah.
Her, Lucy, Carol Burnett. Those are my idols.
I want to interview Carol Burnett so bad.
I know she is.
She's just the queen. That fucking show and them making each other laugh is one of the biggest.
The hardest I've ever laughed is watching that show.
Yeah.
I'm not even exaggerating.
And my
with
parents
Tim Conway.
Loved that. Yeah.
I would cry laughing.
I adopted a cat in New Jersey, a kitten, and I named her Gilda after Gilda Radner. And then the cat ended up being the biggest fucking cunt. The biggest nightmare.
You know what?
Feral cat. It was a feral cat.
Yeah, I had a feral cat once. It would look at me and then charge towards me and snap, like crunch its nails into my foot.
Mine would claw up my back with its claws. I'm like, no one wanted to come over. I had to get rid of it.
I got rid of mine too. I took it to a farm. I took it to a 6th floor fucking bedroom window. No, see, this is the thing. If you're going to have a pet, it better be kind and loving. Now, I have a very strong opinion about it. I love animals.
Me too.
So don't write me a fucking email.
I do too. I feed pigeons.
I love it. Yeah, right. I love them. I've had dogs and cats my whole life, but I've had I had one dog and a couple of cats that did not come near me. And let me tell you something.
A dog?
If I'm feeding you, walking you around,
yeah,
taking you to the vet, I'm sorry, you better fucking hug me. Something.
Yes, you owe me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm fucking taking care of you.
I did. I had a Welsh Corgi, and he was like, he was so cute.
And
this
the Corgi didn't like you?
Story I've never told on the podcast. You're gonna crack up.
Dogs like everybody, Jess.
I lived on the up. No, he didn't like anyone.
Oh my God.
He was traumatized.
You found the one shit Corgi.
He was so cute. He had a tail, and he was black and white like a cow.
Oh.
He was adorable.
Oh, yeah.
Big and he looked like a little cow. Pig. Like, it was so cute. And I used to walk him around. This is amazing story. I used to walk him around the Upper West Side. and people would know. I was very
like
embarrassed.
Madeline.
You're gonna die. His name was Puppy. If there's not a lazier name, I had a cat named Kitty. That's a stoner. I was like, Puppy.
How
I didn't
old
care.
were
Oh my God, 30. I was doing comedy. So my ex and I called him Puppy. It's so embarrassing.
Maybe that's why the dog didn't really want to hang out with you.
And at the same time, I had a cat named Kitty. Okay?
Wow.
And my first cat's name was Baby. I mean, I'm just a lazy person.
Well, at least you didn't
really
name your.
am.
At least you named your kid something cool.
Yeah, Pussy. Can you imagine? Pussy, Mama loves you. So, thank God they're pretty.
Thank God.
Oh God. So I would walk Puppy around. I know. I'd walk him around the neighborhood, and people would always notice him. But I was mortified when I had to say his name was Puppy. This is
But
an
you
honest to God
made
story.
this happen.
But it was more my ex's idea, and I couldn't say no because I had no backbone.
Oh yeah.
To this day, I'm working on that. So I'd walk him around. So some guy once came up to me, and he's like, "Oh my God, what's that dog's name? He's so cute." And I was like, you know when you're like, I'm going to lie right now?
Yeah.
Like it's
all
that-
the time.
It feels like it's 10 minutes that you're thinking about it, but it's 2 seconds. And
Yeah.
I'm literally thinking I'm going to tell him another
Yeah.
name because
Brian.
I don't want to deal with it right now. So I was like, Chester. This is 100%. Because Karen Bergreen, who's a comic, was like, you should name him Chester when I got him.
Yeah.
Because he had a big mark on his chest. So you know what he said to me? This is incredible. He goes, "Oh my God, he looks just like Puppy. Have you met Puppy?"
Oh.
Because Shari, my ex, would walk Puppy around the neighborhood.
And she wasn't lying about
Can you
that
believe
name.
that?
Oh my
So he goes,
God.
he looks exactly as the same markings as this dog Puppy. And I'm like, yeah, wow. What am I going to say at that point?
Which one? Wow. Oh my God. I haven't seen that one.
Isn't that unreal that I lied? And
No, I get it. I would totally do some shit like that. I lie about weird stuff sometimes. I haven't done it in a while, but I used to. I just used to
Sometimes
lie
you
to be
just-
entertaining
to
too.
lie.
Yeah.
I lie at I've said this. I lie at Orthodox events. When
Just
people,
exclusively?
Well, because they all think I'm when I say I have kids, they think I'm married to a man and I'm on the road
Oh,
and
see,
my
I
husband's
would
taking.
rub my gayness in their fucking
You can't because then they
face.
won't hire you again.
Wait,
So,
what do they hire you for?
private events?
Are they
I don't come out. I don't say because it's worth the money. If it wasn't worth the money, I would never.
They don't
do
watch
it.
podcast, listen to podcasts.
Nothing.
Do they?
No, they're not allowed to even breathe.
Oh, thank God.
They have to cover every part of them. So I mean, it's
Their ears. Okay, yeah.
I did them, but I always make up what the situation is. It's like so much fun at this point.
That's really enjoyable. That's got to be great.
Because I did like all crowd work last week, and I was like, oh, I have twins. So then I'm older, and I have 6-month-old twins. Like, how am I gonna fucking explain that? Plus, I didn't have them. I mean, I have all these stories. I'm like, they're like, how? This woman's like, how old are your children? They must be hard when you're away all the time. Your husband has a lot of pressure. I'm like, oh, he's really helpful. I'm like, they're 16, 13. I just make up. I'm like
wow.
9-year-old twins. I know
Oh
I'm a
my
little
God.
old to have not. Meanwhile, they're like spitting up and shitting everywhere.
Right. Wait,
It's yeah.
are these gigs fun to do?
No. I mean, they're more fun. They're not fun. They're more enjoyable now because I know how to do them. And
Yeah.
I do a lot of crowd work and they laugh at
Really?
themselves. Yeah.
They laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Because I opened with the other day, I was in a restaurant. I'm like, you guys, for people that pray all day long, you look fucking miserable. Like it.
And you said you could curse?
Yeah.
Is that- they
No,
don't-
I didn't. You can't curse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't. You have
Yeah.
to say fudgin'.
Oh, man.
No, I mean, you know.
Oh,
but
okay.
when people tell me I can't curse or say anything edgy, it's very hard for me.
Yeah.
It has to be a lot of money for me to do that now.
And I assume those gigs are good money, right?
Yeah, well, I don't do them unless they like. I was asked to do someone's living room. This is a true story. Saturday in Long Island, and she didn't offer enough. I said, I can't do it.
Yeah. Wow, a living room show.
Yeah,
Jews?
like you have to pay. Yeah, it was for an
Okay.
80th birthday party.
80.
Yeah, I can do
Oh,
any.
boy.
I know it took years to be able to do that.
Aaron Berg was telling me about a gig that he gets, and he sent me the email to book her at a jail at Rikers. I'm like, that's a gig.
I heard about
I
that
want to
gig.
fucking do
You should
that
do
gig.
that.
I want to do it so bad.
I was supposed to do it, and I had to cancel.
I feel like, that's just gonna be joy, pure joy.
It is. It's service.
Yeah. And
Especially
they don't
'cause
give a
it's not
shit what you
paid.
say.
Right. It's great. You could be like, I killed 7 pigeons, and they'll be like, yeah. could say anything you want.
Yeah.
What made you? Where did you go to college?
I went to Penn State.
Oh, that's a great
for
school.
1 year, and then I was like, if I'm going to be on SNL, I got to get an in. There's got to be a way I can get an in. They have interns. The show has interns. You can't intern for the show unless you're in college. I got to go to college in New York City, so I moved.
Wow.
I switched colleges.
I'm
very resourceful.
That committed to doing it.
Oh yeah. And I moved to Marymount Manhattan College. Got a BFA in acting.
Wow.
And I did Shakespeare and shit. I love theater. Oh, fucking love theater. That's why a lot of the things I do on stage are act outs because they're my favorite thing to do. And then I interviewed for the SNL internship thrice. Didn't get it all 3 times, and I got a lot of great internships in between. That's how I met Corinne, is through an internship. Mm-hmm. And the last semester of my college career, they interviewed me like a 4th time, and the woman Dina was like, just no one quits. When people get an internship there, like they stay, like their whole college. They don't. No one wants to leave that show. And so she was like, I'm sorry, there's just no openings. I was like, okay, well, if anybody quits, then call me, I guess. And she felt so bad for me. And she called me 20 minutes later and she was like, you know what? Come in Tuesdays and Saturdays. You got it.
Oh,
and that was the same day my grandfather died. But I was so happy about the SNL internship that I
didn't
couldn't
know any
be
of
sad.
This is fascinating to me. So how was it for you?
It was great. It was fucking great. You know the weird thing? Weird shit happens to me.
Yeah.
And I never really talked about this because I was like, it's fucked up to talk about, but I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I snuck myself into a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction after party my first year in New York City. Mm-hmm. I'm very resourceful. And I don't know how. I have balls on me. Balls on me.
Yeah.
I do shit. I was at the Eddie Murphy SNL party the other day, and Lauren was sitting down at a table with Dave Chappelle and Steve Higgins, and I sat down at the table, and I had no business doing that.
You know what?
I got balls.
I got to tell you something. That's going to make you go very far in this business.
Yeah, I'm
serious.
It is. The second something freaks me out or scares me, I do it.
That's the whole thing about being an any job.
Yeah. But I snuck myself into this rock and roll party. And because I heard Justin Timberlake was hosting the thing, I was like 20 years old or something, and then Peter Wolf of the J Giles. We tried to sneak in, and I tried all my tricks of like, oh, I think I'm with so and so, but my phone died. I don't have their number memorized, and because I looked at a name that was already crossed off on the guest list.
Wow,
very resourceful. And they're like, I'm sorry, they are here, but I need confirmation. Blah blah. And behind me in line was Will Forte, who was on SNL at the time, and I was like, I'm so obsessed with SNL. I know everything about it. I'm like, oh my god, that's Will Forte. And then I asked him if he had a +1 or something. My friend was with me, and he was like, I'm sorry, no, but I hope to see you in there. And then Peter Wolf of the J Giles Band, he's like, you guys want to go to the party? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, you're with me. And he puts his arms around us, and we walk in. Oh my God,
you're like, you can touch me. I don't even care.
Oh my God, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
First person I meet at that party was Tom Hanks.
Wow.
He's friends with Tom Hanks. And I was like, I'd never met anyone famous.
Right.
It was crazy.
You must have been freaking out.
Yeah,
I've been to those parties and they're insane.
I've never seen a famous person in my life until this point, and it's like all these crazy people. I met Kristen Wiig right when she got SNL, so no one knew how great she was yet.
Yeah,
and I saw Will again, and then Will came back to my dorm room, and then we like hooked up on and off for 5 years.
Really?
Yeah. But I was like, how crazy is it that I moved here for this, and then I met Will Forte, and then we like make out? But I didn't use him for the internship because then I felt like guilt, like that's wrong. Like I didn't want to. But the 4th time that I interviewed, I was like, hey, Will, I've been trying to get this internship and it's not working out. Can you give me a rec?
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And so how long were you there for?
Just a semester.
Okay.
The Betty White episode. I was there for that.
Oh.
And Jay-Z.
I can't take it.
It was fucking unreal.
I want Betty White to go to DC and get arrested. Like all those people that are getting arrested.
Yeah, she probably doesn't want that, but
I think she would do it for the laughs. Like she would just walk away with it.
She is very funny.
Yeah.
She's got a morbid sense of humor, which I
know,
really
she's
appreciate.
Dark. I love her.
When there was only one other Golden Girl left, she like sent a card and flowers to, I forget who it was. It's like, now it's down to 2.
Oh, that's so funny.
You're a funny bitch.
Yeah, she is. And so you just got into stand-up because you loved acting and loved Saturday Night Live.
So when I got that internship, at the very end of the year, SNL has a party on the ice skating rink. It's not a rink at the time because it's in the spring. And that's the only time that the interns can go to the actual after party. They were banned from going because one time one of them fucked Jeremy Piven. And so interns weren't allowed at the after party, only the after party. But you best believe I stayed up with no substances in my body, no cocaine, no Adderall, not even coffee. I would stay up after the show until 3:30 till we were allowed to go to the after party, and I would go and I would just be there with the shit grin on my face.
Yeah.
But the last party of the season, I asked John Lutz, who was a writer at the time on the show, I was like, what do I got to do to get on this show? And he was like, stand up. And he's an improv guy. He's a UCB guy. I thought he was going to say UCB, but he said stand up. And I was like, oh, that sucks.
I'm surprised he said stand up.
I am too. But he did. And I was like, okay. And then there I am 2 months later at Andy Engel's Bringer show at Gotham. Begging my broke friends to pay $20 a ticket
and how
a
long
2-drink
ago
minimum.
Was that?
This was 2010.
Yeah, and you work hard.
I try.
You do. You go on the road
man.
a lot. You perform a lot. I mean, you really put the effort in.
I'm finally performing often enough that I'm seeing the results.
Yes.
Like I'm so much quicker and sharper on stage.
I got to see what you're doing. Are you doing characters?
I do. I do voices a lot.
Good.
God, I got to middle for Attell when he did Caroline's abroad.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my God, it was so fucking fun. 20 minutes each night.
Good.
Fucking.
You can come with me. 100%.
I would love that. I would love to.
His audiences are incredible. I've gone with him on the road, and they're amazing. They're comedy fans.
Yes, they're huge comedy fans, and it's just great to see him play. Oh my good God.
I know he's
my
brilliant.
God, that man.
He really is brilliant. People don't realize. Well, comics do.
Yeah.
But he's unbelievable to watch.
Yeah.
So do you still want to be on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, I do.
That's good.
I've made reels, and then I submitted one a couple years ago. It was kind of shitty, and then you know what I haven't done though? I haven't given it my best shot. Like I haven't made a reel that I'm really proud of, and it's like part of me that's self-sabotage bullshit.
I never did either. And every person
it's like,
ever
why?
Goes, why aren't you on Saturday? I'm like, I could have done more to get on it. Like I could have done the reel.
Yeah.
The impersonations of famous people is what's hard for me. It's not the character stuff.
Yeah, but if you put your own spin on it, because a lot of those a lot of the cast members do impersonations of characters that are nothing like the actual person. They just put their own spin on it. Like fucking Will Ferrell's George Bush was not a George Bush impression, but he oddly made George Bush lovable and stupid, and it was so fun to watch. So like that's the angle that I think is valuable.
Yeah, I mean that's so that is your goal, like as a stand-up.
Yeah,
I mean, you also have a huge podcast.
Yeah, and we have like Corinne and I we always have a TV opportunity all the time. The TV industry is so it's a fickle little bitch.
It's crazy.
It's so gnarly. We've gotten a straight to series television deal that even our agents were like, I mean, this is what they're offering you, and it's fucking weird, but it's straight. So to
what
series.
happened?
They. We were too edgy for them, I guess. And I'm like, have you not listened to Guys We Fucked?
I think I remember
it was
Corinne
Lifetime.
telling me about that.
It was Lifetime television.
Well, that's not right for you.
No, and that's why I was shocked. But I'm like, look, if they're going to let us do what we want, I mean, I'll fucking do it.
I think, would the two of you want a talk show?
Yeah. We would
be amazing. Yeah.
We're always working on a non-scripted and a scripted show at all times. And so we have a non-scripted thing we're working on and a scripted thing we're working on. And I actually really, really like the ideas. We between the two of us, we've created like 100 ideas for TV shows, which is great because that's just a good exercise, good workout.
Great. And
we've
you never
filmed
know.
so many
I'm
pilots.
Telling you,
yeah.
Bonnie McFarlane called me out of nowhere and was like, I have an idea for you. And I was like, I heard her out because I think she's an incredible writer and creator. And then I was like, that's an incredible idea.
Yeah.
And we were like, fuck it. So we literally took the chance. I mean, this is what you're saying about fighting the fear and taking the risk. Because you can't, nothing's going to happen unless you do that.
Yep. You cannot wait for the opportunity to come to you. You have to fucking create it.
So
if
we
you
flew
wait,
to LA
you're an idiot.
And pitched it and got a deal
That's
at
amazing.
NBC Peacock.
Shit.
And it's about my life.
Oh, shit.
Which is something I wouldn't have thought of. Meaning
Really?
I wouldn't have been like, I should do a show about my own life. But Bonnie saw it.
No, because
in a certain way.
The juxtaposition of who you are and your upbringing is really interesting.
Well,
maybe that's why you feel funny about the nanny shit.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I'm like, you're so down to earth and cool.
I have been talking about it more because it's real. It's not. I'm not making it up.
Right.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I would have rather it been different in certain ways, but it is what it is. And in this, the side job in the show that we are doing a script for is they're gonna laugh. I'm in an all-female sketch show and I hate it. It's very PC. So that way, like, we can put in comics we love and do sketch. It's great. It's really... I love it.
That's great. That's great when an idea just makes you feel good. Yeah. And you're like, I am really proud of this. And you're like, I have something to fucking say. With the under the basis of this idea, I have so much to fucking say. That's the best.
You guys are going to get a big show.
I hope so.
You will.
I think we are, Corinne and I have a type of chemistry that honestly, it's like better than having sex with somebody. Like when her and I are on stage together, it's truly crazy. Like I love it so much.
Yeah, I love it
we're so different.
No, I love that. And you do have, I mean, your podcast is huge.
Yeah.
It's like... I'm very impressed with what you've done, and it's just basically, isn't it? Just you guys. It started with you guys just talking.
Yeah, just interviewing a guy. One of us is fucked.
Oh, that's so incredible.
Just interviewing them. Yeah,
it's such a good idea.
Such crazy shit happens to us in our lives. It's honestly.
Yeah, both of you have interesting lives.
And Corinne is someone who. She's the most confident person I've ever met.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's all genuine. It's truly all genuine because I've met her parents. I know her family very well. So I've been working with her for 10 years. And I'm like, yeah, none of this is fake. But I'm so fascinated watching people who are insecure, which is most people. And like they're trying to tell Corinne how she feels or how I see it all the time.
It's a lie. It's not true.
They think Corinne is putting on an act.
That's what I mean.
And I'm
right.
like, she's fucking idiot. No, she's not.
I love
you just
when
hate
people
yourself.
Tell people what they're doing and why.
People tell that to Corinne all the goddamn time.
I posted on Twitter the other day that I choose to be heavy. Now, a couple of people men who work out got all freaked out. I'm like,
men?
Yes, it was a couple of men, one woman. I'm like, you don't know who I am. So basically, I know that if I go to a program or if I do a tiny bit of work, I will lose the rest of the weight that I need to lose. I am purposely not ready. I'm trying, but I'm not ready to be thin right now because of issues I have and wanting to feel protective and a lot with my body.
Yeah.
So you don't know what you're talking about. Like I do stay away from other things by getting help, and I could eat really well by getting a little more help.
Yeah.
And I'm very aware of that. And I
purposely
feel like don't go. Right. I mean,
Get off
I
my
eat
dick,
okay.
guys.
Yeah. I eat okay. So what do you think about like when you do go back to, do you think you're going to go back to getting high and stuff like that? Like, are you taking a month off?
Yeah,
or you don't
taking
know
a month
yet?
off. Yeah, oh no, I'm totally going to go back to smoking weed. However, taking a month off has shown me just how often I take out, and I smoke big old blunts, fat blunts, rolled in keef, tightly ground, neatly packed. Yeah, is a lot of weed. And weed is technically a very low grade psychedelic, so like kind of floating above yourself all the time. Not that great. Yeah, and I enjoy being present. I'm a big control freak. And when I smoke weed, I'm not in control. Like I could never smoke and go on stage.
We're very much alike.
Ever.
Like, ever.
That's like a nightmare.
Yeah.
I went on, one of the comics has like a Productively Stoned show, Reg Thomas, and I thought the premise was the comics had to get baked off their fucking ass and then go on stage. I smoked an entire blunt by myself.
You are
backstage,
hilarious.
freaking the fuck out. One of the highest times of my life. And I'm looking at the other comics. I'm like, yo, you guys are baked, right? And they're like, no, we didn't smoke. I'm like, oh, no. And then Reg is like, Krystyna Hutchinson. And I walk out. I'm like, I hate this. It was every second I wanted to die.
That is such a funny story.
Second I wanted to die.
I would have run out of the building.
I ran right off stage. The second I got the light, I ran off.
Yeah.
I ran outside.
I
terrible.
got one time when I did an open mic in a motel in New York City. 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
I'm not kidding. I got high before I went on. I almost had a nervous breakdown. I was like, why is everyone laughing at me? I was so paranoid. Meanwhile, they're laughing because I'm doing stupid characters, but I'm high out of my mind.
Right.
And I thought I never did.
Yeah.
I never did it again. Thank God.
Yeah. Yep, that'll do it.
It's so bad.
It's not a fun time when you have to be on stage. But all the other times, very enjoyable.
Yeah, I know, because your brain is just mush.
But what would happen with me is I would smoke late at night, and then I would go to bed at like, say, 2 or 3 a.m., and then at 2:30, I would be like, I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So I'll go upstairs, eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Well, make it, then eat it in bed. And then I'm like, I want an ice cream sandwich. And then I'll go upstairs, grab something from the freezer. And it was just like this nonstop shit. I'm like, I'm like an 8-year-old. I don't put any restrictions on my life. I let myself do whatever the fuck I want. And then when guys we fuck got really successful, we started making money.
Yeah.
I spent it on my friends call me the unsinkable Molly Brown. Like, she's new money. Like, I spend money on the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
I bought a volcano vaporizer.
Oh, wow.
It's like this diesel vaporizer. And yeah, it's just bad. So not smoking has really made me realize how often I consume it.
And clearer. Just you don't have something controlling you and making your life unmanageable, right?
Yeah, and I'm more like I respond to emails now.
Yeah, that's really important. You deserve it too.
Thanks.
Because you've worked so hard and you're so smart. And
Thank you.
So talented. So you deserve to give yourself that.
Yeah. So an opportunity.
I'm talking
to
out
shine.
of my ass because I'm literally not okay right now.
What's wrong?
No, I'll never be okay. It's something I've It's actually so freeing to accept that.
Acceptance is like
it is. It's the key. It's the key. Just to accept that I'll always be okay, but I'll never be like, hi, I'm so excited for the day.
Everybody who's like that though, something's fucked up.
Well,
something's
of course.
awry.
Are you kidding me?
Like, they're hanging on by a thread.
They're killers. They'll cut you into pieces.
They
I
have
know.
magnets on their fridge with the quotes, and they have
I know.
like, you know.
I know. My mom has those. So
Yeah,
no, but she's not crazy. But my mom has a lot because she's a therapist. She has all those quotes everywhere. She feng shuis her house.
Now, is it more like it's like growing up with a mom who's a therapist versus growing up with a mom who's crazy, like who's like mentally ill?
Yeah.
What's worse? I don't know. Like, that would freak me out if my mom was a therapist.
No, I think mentally ill is worse. Well, she did. Oh God, it's constant. I mean, I told her
analyzing.
I had to get rid of, make some business decisions. She's like, write a letter. It's always write a therapeutic letter and don't send it. I used to read them all the time on stage. I need to do that again. She taps me. She does eye movement stuff. She does Reiki. And I kind of just let her molest me emotionally because it just shuts everything up.
Does it help or no?
No. I mean, one time she did Reiki with me in a Whole Foods because I was having a nervous breakdown and it helped me. We were in a bathroom stall.
What's Reiki?
It's just energy work where she puts her fingers near me, different parts of my body, and mumbles, and she won't tell me what she says. So she could be like, I need to go food shopping and get milk. But it sounds like she's just like just random stuff.
Wow.
And I don't know why I can't know what she's saying.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe it's a mantra.
Is it another language?
I swear to God, I have no idea.
Never asked her, huh?
No, I have asked her. She won't tell me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really keeping a lid on that one.
Yeah. She won't even tell me, she won't even say I had a client today whose husband cheated, because I'll be like, well, she'll think I know I can't tell you. I'm like, but you have tons of clients. How would I know?
I would never know who it is.
Who you're talking. Well, just can't do it.
Wow.
Sorry. She's very
By the
private.
book,
It's
Betty.
good. Yeah. Old school therapist. It's great.
That's nice.
Yeah. So before we go, and I loved having you on so much.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
What do you do to deal with anxiety and depression and all that? Do you deal with anxiety more than depression, or is it pretty equal? Okay. That's most comics.
Yeah. Yeah. Anxiety is bad because I'm always like, am I a good person? Am I a bad person? Am I doing well? Am I not doing well? I can never tell. Masturbate furiously.
You do?
All the time. Hitachi magic wand with a speed controller. Not even joking.
Let me explain something to you. I use a Hitachi. I'm telling you,
we're like the same person.
Do you plug it into the wall?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I have one that's cordless, not as powerful.
What?
The cordless,
I didn't know there was a cordless one.
It's not as powerful.
Because
this one's like a fucking lawnmower.
Yeah, mine is. I say it's a jackhammer.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm like bleeding after I masturbate because I have to dissociate. I can't really feel it, so I need to be like, it's like a fire.
I would hump everything as a child.
Me too.
I realized that was how I was self-soothing because no one was fucking saying it's going to be okay, Krystyna.
That is
so I'm masturbating all the goddamn time.
I masturbated at a young age too.
Yeah,
and I would like hump my pillow.
Like 5. Yeah, I was
that's
very young.
So funny.
Yeah,
I would soothe myself.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do it all the time now because I'm medicated, so I don't have as much of a sex drive.
Oh, I do it all the time. I haven't had sex in 3 months, and I'm going insane.
Really?
Yeah, it makes me feel like not a person. Like I have this weird sex is important to me. It's important to my sexual life, my sexuality. That side of me makes me feel like a woman. Makes me feel like I love that side of me.
I hate that fucking men don't think that women are like that at all. Guess what? A lot are.
Yeah.
Like I get
probably
it.
Jerk off more than any guy in this room. Him.
Oh no.
How much?
He just shook his head.
Jerk off? How much? How many times a day?
Oh, wow.
3 or 4.
Okay,
bitch.
so he jerks off 1 to this my manager's son, so I feel a little. It's okay.
Are you
and
over
he's
18, right?
So gorgeous.
Yeah.
He's gorgeous.
Cool. Yeah.
So now I have to, like, he's working on the board. Is that how you say it? The board? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's working on, I'm so technical. He's working on the board. It's basically a lap. Well, it is a board.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole system going on here. And now I know that he masturbates once or twice a day, which he reminds me of Jim a lot, my manager. So now I just don't need to think about any of this right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim calls me dude and man, so that's very.
That's nice.
I'm like a guy with him. He's like, hey, dude, you want to talk about this project? I like that.
Yeah. Cash.
No, it's like I'm another guy. I like that he talks to me like that.
Yeah.
He's incredible, Jim Serpico, and his son masturbates a lot. He has 3 sons though, so you don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
So
it's the young one. I don't know.
Nope, not the youngest.
I bet. It's fine. He can just guess. He can live his whole life wondering.
So when you masturbate, do you watch porn?
You know what I've been watching lately?
What?
I only did this once with a guy. A video of me and this guy having sex that I was friends with and hooked up with for a while. The last time I ever had sex was October 9th, and I filmed it because he was like, we should film it. I'm like, I've never done that. And man, that's pretty good. I gotta be honest. I'm like, shit.
Where
if
did you put
someone leaked
the
this, I wouldn't
camera?
even be mad. We were having sex on the floor of my living room, so he put the camera.
Do you mind if I see it just for research purposes?
Sure, I don't care.
I cannot believe that you put it on the floor. That's fucking hot. And you had sex on the floor?
Yeah. And
that's hot.
Honestly, it was so hot. And this guy is so sexy. I think he's one of the sexiest men I've ever met. And he's so good at sex. And I'm so good at sex. I kind of figured, but
I could see you being. So did you guys, why aren't you having sex again?
Well, I don't know.
You're not into it?
No, I am. I just, he's not.
I find that surprising.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but
I do.
Okay.
I always find he might be dating someone.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Because sometimes we don't realize, seriously.
Yeah, well, he just got a big job, and he's, like, working 6 days a week. It's like a huge, exciting opportunity. So it's like, when that happens. But see, when that happens for me, I want to have sex to, like, it's a good stress relief. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's feeding his ego, so he probably doesn't need a lot of pussy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad that my 13-year-old listens to this.
I'm glad too.
She's really learning a lot. Yeah. Okay. So you masturbate.
Yep.
And then what else do you do?
I rollerblade.
Oh my God, you're so cool. I feel so boring talking to you.
I'm a geek. I fucking love rollerblading.
Have you ever rollerbladed while masturbating and killed a pigeon?
No, but that sounds. I don't want to kill a pigeon, but I would. No, I don't masturbate in public.
Yeah, I don't.
That doesn't appeal to me.
Me either.
I need to go wild, and I can't do that unless I'm in the comfort of my own
Maybe
home.
we should go to a sex club and just check it out. Like
I've been to one. There's a bunch of ones.
I haven't been to one in a really long time.
There's one that's really good.
Could you take me?
Yeah.
I might laugh the whole time though.
That's okay.
Okay.
You can go to.
We'll crack. I think the two of us would
it'd probably be
crack
very funny.
up. And if Corinne. I think we would die laughing.
Corinne had a fun moment at a sex club a while back where some woman fingered her with her acrylic nails, and it like hurt.
She
was
told
like,
me that. Isn't that funny? She talked about that.
Yeah. I'm like, good.
She
on you
said
to be, like,
she
open.
reached back to see if the woman was into it, so went to finger her, and she was really dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, life isn't easy.
No, it's hard.
It really is.
You
so you
gotta get by.
rollerblade, you masturbate. Yep. Do you do breathing and meditation?
I do.
See, you're doing it all.
That shit really helps.
Meditation?
Yeah, I don't like sitting still.
Yeah.
And so, but meditation is I'm always like vibrating really high. Like my energy's always like.
Well, you're using that huge helicopter to.
Yeah, on my vagina. Yeah, but meditating, so I do that before I go to bed.
What do you listen to?
There's this app called 10% Happier. And they have
never heard of it. See, that's why I love asking people.
They have guided meditations.
We haven't talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah, I get all my shit through recommendations of other people because that to me is the true testament of a product or service. But
what are the voices like? The voice is so important to me.
Yes,
like
me too.
You need to breathe.
I got the Calm app and I started like getting horny with the voices.
Me too. The woman's like, okay, you're feeling it in your legs.
Just listen
I'm like,
to the sound of my voice.
Yeah, I can't hear that one. Me too. I'm like rubbing on furniture. I know.
Right. 10% Happier. The voices are down to earth, not pretentious,
Perfect.
not snooty, and they don't make you horny, but they don't turn you off. So it's like a good.
Right.
It's a very fine line.
Be like, the brains in the nose.
Your eyes, please.
Yeah. I wanted one with a Jewish grandmother, like, your nature. Come, George.
If you came out with a meditation app,
that is
for
a
voices,
great idea.
when people are having anger / panic attacks, laughing takes it out. Like this guy that I had sex with the last time I had sex with that I watched, one of the things he does is I was crying the other day. He was over my house and he farted. I think farts are the funniest fucking thing
so
in the
do
world.
I love
I
wish
fucking
I could
love
do
farts.
on each podcast.
And I was crying over something and he farted and I just started laughing and I realized laughter really, laughter heals.
No,
it's
you're
so corny,
so
but
right.
It took me out of the zone.
You're right.
So if you had an app where you had all your voices and you were talking to people who were going through various situations, I think that's
Don't be so tense. It could be worse. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Jim about, not his son, because he'll probably be masturbating. I won't be able to reach him. Well, I am so grateful that I love that I'm calling him his son. That's
his son, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. He has gorgeous sons, Jim. I don't know how, but he has gorgeous sons. And they're very smart.
That's nice.
Yeah, James. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, he's adorable. He's really cute. He's very professional too. He really is.
Do you have a partner?
No. Oh. Yeah. You know what? If I were young and that hot, I would have 18 partners.
Yeah.
You don't need to rush into getting serious with someone.
No.
It's really take your time.
Yeah.
Wait until you're 60, 62. You can get a 40-year-old hot girl.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
She may already have kids, and you don't have to really pay attention to them.
Yeah.
It's an incredible
You don't have to love them
situation.
because they're not yours. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to end. How can people get in touch with you and keep in touch with you?
Oh, man. Krystyna Hutch is my social media handle, but it's Krystyna. My name's spelled real weird. For no reason, really. And Krystyna Hutchinson is my website with all the tour stuff. I have my own podcast, in addition to Guys We Fucked, called The Voices in Our Heads, where I'm weird on it. And
I got to listen to that.
The episode that's coming out Wednesday is honestly going to be my favorite one because I just shit on Great Jones Spa, who fucked up my face royally, and they were dicks to me about it. And I'm not a complainer. I'm not a waiter. There's a hair in my food. I don't care. I'm so chill with that shit. But if you fuck up my face, it's the one I'm so self-conscious about my skin.
Of course.
And you're rude to me because it's not no one did it on purpose. And you're going to be a dick about it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You do different voices on the podcast. Mm-hmm. We all need to listen to that. That's a great idea. And it's an incredible name.
Thank you. Thank you. And I sing the theme song.
Wow.
So, yeah. I used to do musical theater.
Oh, my God.
It's really fun.
And that's so good. So, thank you so much. I love you.
I love you, too.
Go check her out.